In any case,
yeah.
did you see I don't know what his rank is, but that NYPD, let's call him Colonel, whatever, higher up, speaking to the press with all the cops behind him about how he's not ashamed and how this badge isn't tarnished. It's still got a shine on it. And I'm proud to be a cop. And they keep intersplicing it with
That's the only version I've seen.
Good. I've seen both, but I won't say I prefer the one with all of the hate crimes, but it's more poignant. All right, like it tells both sides of the story. And
I interrupted you. Can you describe the video a little better? Like they intersplice it with. Okay, so he's doing this speech about how great it is to be a cop, how he's still proud to be a cop. People are acting like police are brutalizing people on the street, but this badge isn't tarnished. I'm proud of what I do. I'm paraphrasing. And then throughout the whole thing, they show like that cop pushing over the elderly man in Buffalo and some other cop pepper spraying obviously peaceful protesters and
cops shoving people to the ground, kicking people in the back, running people over with cars who are just in crowds, beating people with batons. We're talking about
right now.
Yeah, we're talking about the clip where the New York City police commissioner, whatever the fuck, some higher up is talking to the news media with like 40 cops behind him, saying he's not ashamed to be a cop. This badge has got a shine on it. It's not tarnished. And then they intersplice it with like police brutality.
The police brutality shit. Yeah.
The clip that I've linked right here on Black People Twitter is like the latest version of it, and it doesn't have all of the hate crimes in it. And I think it's fine to play. I think it is.
Wait, this 6-second video?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This 6-second video doesn't show any.
No, that's what I'm saying. I just explained that. This is the latest version that doesn't have all the hate crimes in it. It's just showing them the way they are, according to Black People Twitter.
I thought you said there weren't going to be hate crimes in it, that there were going to be a couple of crimes, but not.
No crimes at all. It's just them with their Klan hoods on, and it's the audio from Django Unchained where it's like, y'all do is criticize with all with their Klan hoods on.
That was a very funny scene. You know, that movie, I rewatched it. I think I said this recently. Didn't hold up the way I thought it would, but that scene where like all the Klan guys are getting mad at Jonah Hill's wife or whoever
that's exactly it,
because like she didn't make the eye holes big enough.
That's so fucking funny.
It was like it was Django Unchained. It was in like
rewatch that.
In a weird way, it was almost relatable. Where you're like, you know what, that is a problem with a lot of costumes. Yeah, the eye holes are never big enough. The head space never enough. You know,
I don't know how many turtlenecks I ruined before my mother stopped buying them for me.
Oh, speaking of the head thing, we get to 2,000. Taylor Merca on Twitch, everyone. We get to 2,000 subs, and I'm doing a phrenology stream where I'm going to analyze my head size with a tape measure, and I'll look at some late 19th century.
Do you have a notebook full of future ideas?
Yeah.
I know you do.
When I think of something funny, I the same way I do for PKA. Like throughout the
people
week,
don't
I know
know.
You do it where I write it.
Taylor shows up and he's like, "Yeah, I got some things. You know, he comes prepared with. I imagine them to be bullet points, right? Like not a script so much as it is like reminders on how to tell a story well and such.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Just goofy little list things. So.
Oh, and then all throughout the show, at the end of the show, we're trying to do a title, right? We usually do 3 things, and Taylor's like, all right, I wrote down 8 things for you guys to choose from. And I always appreciate it.
Yeah, I started doing that because I got so tired of, what was it, 5.5 years of us doing all the show together until I was like, on my own, like, I'm just going to start writing things down that we talk, because at the end of every show, we'd be like, man, that was a good one. We had some funny jokes. What did we talk about again? And then we'd sit there and be like, what the fuck? What did we say?
The other thing is, Taylor's the only one of us that has to get up Friday morning. Woody and I are like, it's like 11:30, 11:45, and we're trying to figure out, like, what do we talk about again? And me and Woody are like, hey, did you see the Cody Garbrandt knockout? That was crazy, right? And Taylor's like, all right, guys, let's try to stay focused here. Maybe you and Woody can talk Cody Garbrandt maybe later, but let's talk about what we're going to call this show so I can go get in the bed because I got a call at 9 a.m.
Yeah, literally that. Every
and Woody and I are like, well, we've got Tarkov to get to. You don't see us Nancying around about
It's not a real thing, but it's funny.
I got to go tend to my generator. My stash is a mess.
At 9
a.m. time for you.
We're into a grind session. You know, so I'm more tired than you.
Don't act like I won't be up at 9 a.m. too.
Yeah, you know what? I'll be up at 6. I'll be up at 4. Anyway, yeah, that's a pretty funny clip. I didn't actually listen to the audio, but if they've got that Django scene,
Yeah, it's such bullshit. Like that guy looked like such a fucking piece of shit. There's a part where he's like, we're not the Minneapolis police department. I don't know why I'm giving him a southern accent. He's from New York. We're not the Minneapolis police department. We don't like that. We don't do that here. And then that's when they start rolling clips that are primarily in the NYPD only hate crimes. It's so well edited. He's like, we don't do that here. That's not the kind of cops we are. And it's NYPD cruisers running over crowds of people. It's NYPD clubbing handcuffed people.
NYPD, they're the one that killed the guy for selling Lucy cigarettes, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the NYPD's killed lots and lots and lots of people. You know, and the end of the video is like last words of black people who have been murdered by the police. It's like a dozen different last words of them. Like, I can't breathe. Please stop shooting me. Why are you doing this? And then one of them is just mama. And it's just like,
is it just me, or does it, when they ask for their mom, does that hit the deepest?
I think George Floyd, that was his last words.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad. Isn't that from Saving Private Ryan, or is that a different?
There's a part in Saving Private Ryan where they're where he's screaming.
Oh, he's got his guts coming out, and he's like, oh, ugh. Man, I am due for a rewatch of Saving.
No, you're not.